Welcome to Bitches with a Mic. This is
DJ,
LD,
and Double D. This podcast will mainly be talking about pop culture and dating. Sometimes you'll get all of it, sometimes you'll get none of it. You never know what you're going to get with us.
You'll just have to fucking deal with it and listen.
You better tune in every episode to see what you're going to get.
rate, review, and subscribe.
And if you're our friends, please do all of the above.
Yes,
We're only going to have 4 followers anyway, so...
You don't have to listen to the episode, just rate it.
Yeah,
5
literally
stars.
turn it on, put it on mute, and go about your day. All right. We're getting into the pop culture segment. This week, we're going to be talking about the infamous Kim Kardashian West, and Kanye West.
Double D went deep with this one.
I did. I've spent the last 2 days on Google, Twitter, Instagram, any TikTok, anything that you can think of, I've
Anything
been
that
on.
requires internet connection,
Yeah.
she dove into.
Yes.
She has a legal pad, and she has filled it.
Yeah, 6.5
Top to bottom
pages.
page.
Yeah.
She's like, I did consult with their legal teams. I do have their phone records, so...
I'm in personal contact with Kris Jenner, and that's on that. So, okay, we're going to get started. In 2016, this is the beginning of the end for Kimye. Reports of marriage problems start happening.
Wait. 4 years ago was the beginning of the end?
That's it. Can you believe that? So the first thing to make its way to the headlines was Kanye makes the song famous and mentions T Swift and
Jesus
says,
Christ, that was a lot.
I feel like me and Taylor might still have sex. Why? Because I made that bitch famous. And if I was Taylor Swift, I would also storm social media and say, hi, confusion.
Hello.
Yeah, you publicly ruined me in 2009 and now you're doing
She's
it
like,
again.
you really had to come back for seconds.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Okay.
now you're doing it again. And so Kanye goes on Twitter, Instagram, the whole 9 yards. Kim does also, defending his actions, posting a series of Snapchat videos. DJ, do you remember this or do you care?
I don't remember any of this.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Okay. Well, that was the first thing to happen in 2016. Second thing that happened was Kim was robbed in Paris, which I
did hear about that.
Yes.
In my minimal knowledge.
Yes. So Kim was robbed in Paris at gunpoint. She thought she was going to die. I watched the Keeping Up with the Kardashians episode where she explains it. Very sad. I felt like I was there witnessing this whole thing. Kanye leaves his concert when he hears about it mid-concert. He's rapping. All of a sudden somebody comes up, whispers in his ear, and then he goes, family emergency, drops the mic, gets to Paris. King.
I remember
That's
Yeah.
the moment where I'm his biggest supporter.
Right.
I love that he did that.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, sorry guys, gotta leave.
Yeah.
He just literally just up and left, which obviously fair.
Yeah, I would do the same thing. So king status on that. And then what really just sets the bar in 2016 is that he gets hospitalized. He gets hospitalized in 2016 for mental health issues, and this is where everything
Changes.
changes.
You can't just hate Kanye now.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be
So,
monstrous.
yeah, people
I know,
hated
it's kinda
him.
fucked because like the way they were like, oh my god, he's crazy, and like their relationship is like so fucked up, and it's like it is, but like at the same time, you don't know what he's going through. Like
You don't know what,
behind closed doors.
yeah, either of them are
Yeah.
going through.
But especially like when he has just like his rants and stuff that he has on Twitter, and people are like, oh my god, how like tweet more, like when they think
Yeah.
it's kind of funny, and it's like, well, no,
Yeah,
I mean, it's
exactly.
fucked up, but
Exactly. So he gets diagnosed with manic bipolar, which is awful for anybody that is going through that themselves or witnessing it with somebody else that they're close
but
to.
especially
So,
in the public eye like that, like that
Yeah.
would be a nightmare.
Oh my God,
Exactly.
I can't imagine.
so then in 2017, things kind of start to get better. They hired a surrogate for Chicago. This is where Kim reveals that she had preeclampsia during her first 2 pregnancies, so she could have died during her first 2 pregnancies, and that's why she couldn't give birth to a third, even though she wanted to, which was documented in Keeping Up with the Kardashians. So that was 2017. And then 2018 rolls around. In January, Chicago was born, which in 2018 also Kylie gave birth to Stormy like a couple weeks later, and Khloe was also pregnant with True at this same time, giving birth later in the year. So they're all...
They said,
It's a
ladies, are we
fucking mess.
ovulating?
Yeah, it's a fucking mess. So 2018 was a lot for a lot of people. There were rumors that they were having marital problems. This is when, I don't know if you guys saw this video, but Kanye goes to TMZ and starts shouting that slavery was a choice. A little hard to defend that video if I was any of the Kardashian
There's
or
literally
Jenner
no way to
family.
defend
Yeah,
that.
exactly. So there's not much that one can say except he's going through mental problems, which, fair, whatever. This is when the Queen, Kris, jumps in because she can no longer take his public antics anymore. And you know when Kris gets involved, shit gets fucking handled like that because she is literally works harder than the devil.
I feel like she has to sleep with her eyes open.
She runs the Illuminati.
Literally.
Yeah.
So,
like, Kris,
yeah.
scandal coming. She's like, I'm on it. I got it.
Yeah, she
It's
already,
already been taken care of.
yeah, she has
Before it happens.
8 twists that have already happened. So that was in 2018. 2019, Psalm was born via surrogate again. And then everything's kind of fine during 2019. Then the year of fucking hell starts for everybody.
He said,
2020.
President,
Yeah,
me.
2020 starts. I think we can all agree 2020 fucking sucked throughout its entirety.
For the planet.
Yeah, for
As
everybody.
a total.
So on July 4th, he announces that he will be running for, by he I mean Kanye is running for president.
Yikes.
Yeah. So that happens on July 4th. July 20th, or around there, there's a video of him running. He's doing a press conference or doing something where he starts crying.
Ooh.
Yeah, starts crying and screaming that him and Kim wanted to abort North. And is crying about how Kim wanted to keep the baby, he did not. Like, can you imagine?
Wasn't this literally at like a rally for him?
Yes.
Like, to become president?
Yes.
People were like, whoa.
Yes, because he's anti-abortion. So he said, we were thinking about it. I can't even imagine, like, what I would have done if I would have gone through with it. I'm so happy we didn't. All of this stuff. But you're announcing to the world and your daughter, who is later going to find these videos because you are a celebrity, that you are going to get rid of her. So, big yikes on that.
Big yikes.
Big yikes. And this is kind of where his decline starts to happen even more than it was before. He goes on a Twitter rampage saying, Kim tried to bring a doctor to Wyoming to lock me up. Kim was trying to fly to Wyoming with a doctor to lock me up, like on a movie Get Out, because I cried about saving my daughter's life yesterday.
He compared it to the movie Get Out.
Yes. Oh,
Have
yeah.
you seen that movie?
Yes.
Wow.
And he later
That's a
says,
statement.
everybody...
Not even the worst part.
Yeah.
Of his tweet rant.
No. So he goes, NBC locked me up like Bill Cosby.
Stop.
Which obviously he's
The
going through
world
something.
locked.
Yeah, but like obviously he obviously wasn't in the right state of mind when writing these, but he's comparing himself to Bill Cosby. Why?
Correct.
That's
Wow,
confusing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm very confused.
That shows you how unhinged
Yeah.
Yes.
his mental
Which
health
all of
crisis
this, I'll
is.
preface this by saying no one's making fun of him.
Yeah.
This is a super sad situation that is unfortunately displaying. And he goes on like a weird rampage about how none of his kids will ever pose in Playboy, which,
Cool.
okay, like
They're also all-
confusion.
They'll probably make that
Literal-
decision
They're
themselves.
also all under 5, are they not? Except for North.
Yeah, and then he apologizes. Kim was like, okay, he has mental illness. Everybody knows this. Like, I'm sorry. Like, dealing with this is really hard. All this shit. So then,
Also, sorry, let me cut you off real quick.
Yep.
I know this is like not a funny situation, but one of his tweets did make me laugh because he was tweeting all this like very extreme and
Yes.
random stuff, and then he just goes, "Lil Baby, my favorite rapper,"
yep,
and I was like,
Just side note.
yeah, just
yep,
by the way, Lil BTW.
yep,
Let me get a shout out.
I was like, well, Lil Baby
Good
just
to
looked
know.
at his phone and was like, oh,
yep,
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
yep. Quick little shout out. So then, now they're trying to work on their marriage. A source says, I believe this source is Kris Jenner herself. Like, there cannot be anybody else.
100%.
That they're trying to work it out. Kim's seen in Wyoming, which is where he's staying. Then October, Kim turns 40, and he gifts her a hologram message from her dead father.
I felt so strangely about this. But she was like, it was so beautiful. It was such a gift.
I don't know how I would feel about that because he's been dead for quite some time. And, like, I want to know how this happened. Whose thought this was? Like, I'm
sure it was probably his thought. But
Ugh.
it's interesting because it was like, I'm pretty sure I saw a video of it and he's just like, hello, Kimberly. Like, it was so, like, infomercial. Like, not infomercial.
Well, yeah,
like,
because, I mean, what is he going to say back then that's relevant now? Like, they have to piece that together.
It was so bizarre. Like, that would honestly, and, like, obviously everyone's different. Like, she claimed that she liked it, but if that was me, I would be freaked the fuck out. And I would be like, I appreciate you thinking of me, but please never, ever, ever do this again.
Yep.
I did not know this happened.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And it's confusing.
I just have to believe that they know each other well enough.
Yeah, I think
that
that was good intention for sure.
Gift.
Yes.
I think looking on the outside, we don't know the conversations they have. Maybe she was talking about her dad a lot the past year. Like,
could have been.
I don't know.
Personally, I would be like,
I'd be like, it's one thing to maybe talk about it, but I don't really want to, like, see his clone.
And they got gaslighted in the media anyway because she rented a private island out with all of her friends and family during a pandemic, which we don't know if they were getting COVID tests prior to them going.
They did get tested before.
They did, but it's just like, babes, please don't tweet about that. She was just like, me and a few of my 50 closest friends just flew out to a private island. We all got tested. I'm like, that is so great that you guys all had those resources. Like, congrats.
Yeah, so they were getting gaslighted in the media. I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, if I were her, I'd do the same thing.
I would have done the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, but if you're going to do that, I just feel like maybe don't post about it.
Exactly.
Maybe, like...
In October, also, Kendall had a party where they COVID tested, like, did a rapid COVID test for everybody that walked in the door, and then she said, don't post it on social media. Of course, somebody got a slip of it saying, like, of her... She wrote out on a piece of paper and gave it to everybody. Like, don't post about this on social media. Somebody posted it, obviously. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, there's no right or wrong way to go about it. So, November, obviously, Kanye loses the election. Close call. Weirdly enough, he did get votes places.
I don't think that's weirdly enough. People are unhinged.
Yeah, I think it was some district in Oklahoma. He got like 18%. For write-in. Oh my God. I know, so it's not like...
The highest write-in is always for Mickey Mouse.
Yes.
For whatever reason. Do I know if he beat Mickey?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't dive...
Arch nemesis, Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. So then, December rolls around. Sources say, again, probably Chris, that they're living separately. She's in LA with the kids. He is in Wyoming. Then, 2021 rolls around. All hell breaks loose.
This is where we hit the meat.
Yes. All hell breaks loose on January 6th of 2021. A dumbass TikTok was... Okay, so news broke first that they're getting a divorce. She's done. Which, if I were her, I don't know how much I could take of his shit either. Even though he does have a mental illness, a person can only take so much. So, I don't know... Probably was at her breaking point, which is totally fair.
Especially with all the stuff she has going on.
Exactly.
She's doing the law school thing.
Exactly.
She's actually trying to, like...
be a good human being.
Yes.
Yeah. I get. So, this happens on January 6th in the morning time that they're getting a divorce. Later on January 6th, a TikToker who has now been known to be on Dr. Phil thrice times...
Big name.
Imagine being on there once. And then imagine being on there 3 fucking times.
Yeah, what are you doing on
I wouldn't
Dr.
be a happy person.
Yeah.
No, so she's just a nuisance to the world. She tries to get clout for anything that she can. She's a sugar baby. She does all this stupid shit on
Which, like, if you're
TikTok.
going to be a sugar baby, but be unproblematic. Like, just get your money and go.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So she makes a TikTok that she has firsthand knowledge that Kanye and Kim are breaking up or getting a divorce because he's sleeping with Jeffree Star, who is a YouTuber, cosmetic line, all that. I don't know much.
Not the source I want to hear any sort of accusation from, let alone this accusation.
Right, and I don't know much about Jeffree Star. What I do know is that
Very
he was...
problematic.
Yeah,
Very.
always. always problematic that he's like quasi-racist. I
Yep.
don't really know much about that. He was dating an NBA star this year at some point.
Oh, use the term star very, very loosely.
Yeah. He was.
Let's say an NBA player.
Yeah, NBA player, very loosely. And then all of a sudden, the NBA person said that he was getting paid from Jeffree Star to be in this relationship. Jeffree Star says he's stealing money from him. This whole stupid shit that I could
It all
not
just kind
care
of seems
about.
like a ploy to like stay relevant, kind of.
Right,
To be honest.
right. So this TikToker then makes several other TikToks saying that she's getting sued by Chris and Kim for leaking all of this news.
That the TikToker's being sued
Yes,
by Chris.
correct.
Which to her opinion would mean it's real.
Yes.
Is that her point of talking about that?
Yes, that she's like, I leaked this news. This is real.
They wouldn't come at me if it wasn't true.
Exactly. Then another TikToker comes out of nowhere saying, I hooked up with Kanye in the past. He's in the closet. This is why he's super Christian all of a sudden, because he can't deal with the fact that he's gay.
That's kind of fucked.
Right.
The fact that like they're like, no matter what's going on, if you did or didn't, like don't out someone like that. Like,
Exactly.
that's fucked up.
And then this TikToker, her name's Ava, responds back to this other TikToker saying, prove it, show the receipts. He puts receipts up that could literally be anybody.
Is it just like a text chain?
Yes.
Crazy.
With the number blocked out.
He's like, no, you guys,
Sick.
seriously,
Yeah.
it's Kanye.
Sick.
Yeah.
It's not my ex from junior
Yeah.
year of college. It's Kanye.
not my brother next to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Oh
all
my
it
God.
I
says
didn't
is
text
like,
myself. What?
Yeah.
yeah, all it says is come outside.
Incriminating.
Can you sign something first? Like alluding to an NDA. Which, like,
That's
literally,
insane.
you
I'm
could
just
have
imagining him typing this to himself and be like, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
And then like deleting,
And then
like, the
deleting,
past-
yeah.
yeah. So all of this happens. In the meantime, people are going through Jeffree Star's Twitter, Instagram, all of this stuff. They find
He posted something. The caption. Do you know what I'm talking
yes,
about?
and it says, "I'm ready for Sunday service," which Kanye famously is known for
Right.
his Sunday services.
Yeah.
Like, that's so messy. Why would you say that?
While he's in Wyoming, which people have now debunked that he lives 3 hours away from Kanye. Jeffree Star lives in Casper, and Kanye lives in Cody, Wyoming. 3 hours away.
Why
But at
Wyoming?
first, somebody said that they lived in the same neighborhood, but they don't.
Classic.
And then they found a picture of Jeffree in Wyoming with, like, mirrored sunglasses, and they, like, zoomed in on the
Oh.
sunglasses, and people are swearing that they saw Kanye in the background. It's just a
Photo
figure.
editing.
Way too much
Yes.
time on their
It's-
hands, too.
It's-
Imagine being like, wait, look at those sunglasses. Zoom in.
Well, imagine
I
being
see
the
a
person
bald
that
head.
probably like cropped in that photo.
Yes. But also, I mean, I saw it. You can't, it's just a figure,
Oh my
like,
gosh.
of a shadow
They're like,
person.
it's a silhouette, but I know that it's him.
Yeah.
In my
then-
heart of hearts, I know.
And then people are pulling up previous videos of Jeffree Star saying, I hook up with A-list rappers all the time, but they have literally threatened to kill me, so I'll never out them. All this stuff, so people are reading into it.
But
All
then-
the,
Why
yes.
would you say that, though? Like, if that's the truth, then just don't say anything.
Yeah. While this is going on, people are going through this woman's TikTok, and she did a coronavirus challenge where she licked a toilet seat during COVID on a...
Oh, that was her.
on a
I
plane.
remember that dummy.
Can you fucking imagine?
I don't understand. She clearly cleaned the seat for. I have a lot of opinions about TikTokers
Yes.
before any of this.
Yes.
So I don't
But
know.
it's like, even if that is a joke, like, why would you want to be known for that?
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
that's
I
the
don't
thing.
get
It's you want to be known for anything, which is my
Clearly,
issue with
yeah.
Jeffree
Yes.
Star, which is my
Yeah.
issue with this whole conspiracy.
Yes. So all of this is happening. Then the next day comes around, Jeffree Star posts a YouTube video reacting to all of this news. And he basically said, I watched it. He was like, I woke up this morning to several texts being like, what the fuck is going on? And he was like, oh, like, what's the tea today? What controversy is going on today? And they're like, the
I love
fact
how
that
he
you're...
says that because, like, you clearly involve yourself with every, like, some of them, yeah, okay, like, they aren't blatantly, like, a result of him, but, like, half the things that, oh, what am I in today? Like, you start all of them, so
Yeah.
I'm confused.
You posted the
yeah.
Sunday service.
Literally,
Yeah.
exactly. And then he's like, wait, what did I do?
Yeah.
I
And
don't remember.
he was like,
Can't stand
let
I
me...
know.
Let me say this. I like really, really tall guys, which Kanye is not. And then, what else?
Why would he just say it's not true then?
Yeah, he was like, I'm single, I'm not sleeping with anybody, this is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. And then he's like, I like very tall men, and I've never hung out with Kanye. Although people have found a tweet of Jeffree responding to Kanye saying, like, it was really great meeting you or something. But it could have been Photoshop because people do that dumb shit anyway. So, and that tweet was from over 2 years ago, they say. So then all of this is happening, and then Ava herself goes on TikTok and says, I literally started all of this for clout. And not
fucking shit.
No, not one bit of this is true. I was bored and on Adderall and created this whole
She
thing.
already said this.
Yes.
It just.
What are we even talking about?
It's just Kris Jenner holding a fucking
Yeah.
gun to her head behind
Yeah.
the camera. She's like, I did make all this up.
Yeah.
I promise, none of it is factual.
Her eyes aren't even
Yeah.
in the lens.
So, yeah.
She's just reading.
So she creates all of this drama, then she outs herself the next day. So that's the tea, and that's what's happening this week in the media.
We got played.
Unfortunately, I do think that they're still going to be getting a divorce.
That's
I lucky
definitely real
don't,
because the
They've
attorney.
been talking about that. Like, they're like, every time she's like,
And that's that on
Shoot.
pop culture. I know.
Learned a lot.
Learned a lot. None of it's useful.
None of it.
at all.
And
We will never know if anything is
Ava,
ever true.
if you ever listen to this, you
You're a
wasted
bitch.
2.5 days.
You
of
need to buy
research.
Double D a new legal pad.
Double D, a new
We
legal
would like
pad.
to be reimbursed.
Yes.
Also, you need psychiatric evaluations and help.
Yeah, like, this is insane. Like, I don't understand the purpose
Like, I
of
take
any of
Adderall
this.
too. You're not special.
Yeah.
I don't come up with fake rumors about random people who I don't know, though. So.
Exactly.
Not yet,
Not yet, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm, like, doing it wrong, man.
probably.
And up next, we have DJ's segment, which I'm not even going to say what it is right now, because you just have to
just
have to
speak for
listen to
itself.
it.
I don't even
Yeah.
know what it is.
Yeah.
Let's find out together.
We don't
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
That's this journey.
She's our wild card.
All right.
This is DJ, and today we're going to talk about normalizing normal body functions
Okay.
during sex that some could see and feel as embarrassing.
Yes.
But today, I preach to you that we end the embarrassment. There's no need for shame. People queef. Well, women. Can men queef?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Should I Google it?
No.
Imagine-
Yeah.
I'll
Google it.
Imagine the tip of a penis queefing.
That's
I don't
Now
want
I'm
to.
intrigued.
I don't
Now I'm
want
like,
to.
Now I want to
That's
know.
kind of hilarious, though. I get why they laugh.
It would
Like,
literally just go like this.
I know I just said
That's
we don't
hilarious,
want
like
to
a
shame
little-
this, but I think I would make
I
fun
know,
of
that's
dude
what I'm
if he
saying.
queefed.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm
Well-
not gonna lie. But, like, I get why guys laugh, because, like, it is kind of funny, but, like, and laugh with me. Don't laugh at me.
That's the thing.
I would laugh. I would laugh.
I would laugh
if I
too,
did.
yeah.
These are the, okay. So you can, as the person queefing,
Yes.
have you queefed during sex?
Not that I remember, but probably. Like, it
Your wife
happens.
is behind you nodding yes, so I'm gonna go ahead and say, are you embarrassed to talk about it?
No.
Because that helps us.
Not
It
with
was
my
a
wife.
very
No.
big nod, also.
It was a
And
pretty
that's
big
okay.
nod.
Okay.
It was like she queefs every time. head
No,
nod.
I don't do that. But I would. I mean,
Hasn't
I think
everyone,
every girl
to be
does.
honest, like,
I would think so. The science
That's a
behind
lot
it
of
is just
air
it's
getting
air
pumped
buildup.
in.
So
Okay,
if you're switching positions a lot, you're way more likely to queef.
Right.
If you pull something out, move around, put something back in, hello, that's an air bubble.
Right.
it says, do men, this is on the questions, whatever, it says, do men ever queef or expel air from their penis hole? It's called a quof, a dick fart. That would be,
Stop it.
in context, we talk about expelling gas through the urethra. It's rare and can happen.
Shut the fuck
Quof.
up.
If a man quof in front of me, I would lose it.
Imagine
I just
looking
can't
looking directly in your eyes and quoting.
I'm
Oh, but then it
seeing the
says on
tip of
Urban
a penis.
Dictionary, it's called a peef. A queef is to a female as a peef is to a male.
I think I like
can't.
quoting better.
And then the man queef, that's from their ass
How-
after anal.
So that's a
The
fart.
fart.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's just a fart.
Yeah.
After I said to me man queef, you mean he fucking farted.
Yeah.
Like what's...
Yeah.
It
Confusion
just was
on
trapped.
that.
It
I'll
just
get
was
into touch
trapped.
with some gay friends about this.
Yeah. We'll
Find
do
out
some.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Okay.
Some ways that I thought of for the listeners.
Yeah.
To react
Yeah.
I think humor is always a good avenue.
Yep.
Depending on you and your partner.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because you
the
have to
only
be able
way
to
to
go
go
into humor and then come back into hot.
Yeah,
And
that's the only
not
way you can
everybody
do
can
it.
that.
Well,
if the girl's like really embarrassed and like you're laughing, like that's obviously not good. But if she's laughing, then you also should laugh. Like, you know what I mean? Like just like observe, like use your common sense.
If this happens on a first date, there's no fucking way that I'm gonna laugh that off and go right back into sex. Like, I will get up,
that's what
put
I'm
my
saying.
things on, and get out. And that's my own personal thing. But there's no... If I know the person, that's a different story than having a one-night stand, queefing or...
you are,
yeah,
sure.
queefing or farting, and then just looking them out and be like, yeah, you want to keep going? Like, no. Like,
yeah.
I can't... There's no way. There's no way.
I admire the hell out of that kind of confidence. So
exactly.
Imagine like hooking up with someone for the first time. You just met them that night, and you're like, "You want to fucking keep going or what?" I would be like,
"Yeah, like it
My
happens."
God,
like,
but yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And if I was the person that like if I got queefed on or farted on, like I would make that person feel so comfortable.
Oh yeah.
You have to.
You have
to
to
make a joke like,
yeah.
"Oh my God, that was me. How embarrassing."
Yes.
When clearly it was the other vagina.
Right.
You have to.
That's just, they shouldn't have made it such a funny word. Like, if it wasn't meant to be laughed at. Queef, that's hilarious.
That's true.
Sorry,
I laugh every time I hear it.
Yeah.
So.
The only times I've queefed in sex, I could not stop laughing.
Oh.
I think it's the funniest thing.
How many times has that happened to you?
I can think of two. And one, I will say, it was the queef that wouldn't stop. It felt like it went.
It was
straight
around the world.
And it was like, we kind of ignored it. It was a boyfriend I was comfortable with.
Okay.
So we like ignored it and we kept ignoring it. And then it
and
wouldn't
he's like,
stop.
let's talk about
and
the
then we
elephant
just
in the
broke
room.
into laughter.
And
It
that's
was
the only way you
crazy.
can do it. Like
100%. But
that's
I was
the only
comfortable
way.
with that
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I think if you're not comfortable, and especially if it's with a male partner, and they react poorly, like they give you a look, there's an awkward silence, anything, immediately attack them.
Then you're like, I'll
You
be
belittle
anywhere
them.
else right now.
You say
Right.
something to the effect of, I
like
think
your
that
dick's
happened
small.
because your dick is so small.
Yeah.
This never happens, but I usually go with bigger dicks. You just belittle the fuck out of them.
Yeah.
Get your shit and leave.
So
Yeah.
healthy.
Because
Yeah.
if he
And then
can't
you
hear
block
you,
them.
what are you doing?
Yeah, you block them and never talk to them again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, any other reaction besides like laughter in an obviously comfortable situation? Like, no. Fuck you. Bye.
Well,
And it's also,
okay.
like, I feel like it depends on like the position too. Like,
Yeah,
what
that's
happens
what I'm
more
saying.
than,
Yeah.
like,
Like if you're doing doggy, you
I was
get
just
way
gonna say,
more.
can we all just say it?
Yeah.
That's it.
You get way more air doing doggy than you would probably any other position.
That's Queef Central right there.
Interesting. The two times I can remember, I was not in doggy.
Really?
What were
Yeah.
you?
Just like they were on top.
That's confusing.
I could have just rotated
The old
out of
mish?
doggy. I love the old mesh.
Oh, I'm a fan also.
my
but
God.
it's just weird
It's my
that
one
that's
and
where it
only.
happened and it does it during dark. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless they pull like all the way out and then back in, because then that's where you could create an air pocket. You know what I mean?
Science.
Yeah.
I feel like it would happen a lot with lesbian sex because aren't you kind of like taking turns pounding?
Pounding. Are you referring to what, like fingering or like with a toy?
Either.
Okay.
Anything
Well,
penetrating you.
I feel
I
like
feel like you're going back and forth, a lot of air bubbles.
yeah, it could happen a lot, and I feel like in any position that could happen when it comes to lesbian sex.
I feel like you're saying it could. Does it?
Yeah, it does. It does, and
Okay.
that's a fact. I feel like it doesn't happen to me that often though, unless I feel like when I queef, it's more the next day type of a thing. When you like wake up, get out of bed, and then you're like, "What's happening?"
Okay.
type of thing.
It's
That's
part
not-
of
that
my
has not
morning
happened to me.
routine.
That has not
When I
happened to me.
lift myself out of bed, I flex my abs a certain way and I know exactly what I'm doing.
I-
And it is the greatest release, let me tell you,
Okay,
ladies.
I know what you're talking about, flexing your abs, because I can do that also. But
Yeah,
I
it's the
don't.
lower
like, it doesn't really
abs.
happen to me, but like if I wanted to, like you can do it.
You
like,
can
it's
do
easy.
it.
You can queef on demand.
Not every time. It's
Yeah,
that
it
morning.
depends.
Okay.
It's my specialty.
Okay,
But it's not like a regular thing. I'm not like, oh, gotta get my morning queef out. Like it's not like a thing. But
And if I'm being
It happens.
honest, I think queefing during sex, super easy.
well, yeah,
super,
it happens
like,
to everybody.
the dude's just excited
Yeah.
to be with you, or the woman, or whatever.
it's
But
like finally get fucking laid.
if I spent the night at somebody's house and then did my morning queef,
did the old stretch
I think I
out
might
of
be a
bed.
little embarrassed.
Yeah, and
It
I
be a
would
little
get
bit
up.
Weird.
I would get up if I wasn't comfortable with the person. Again, get my things, get in the car, block them on any and all
Always
forms
block.
of
Always
social
block.
media, numbers, the whole 9 yards, and never speak to them again.
You see a tweet, you'll never fucking believe what happened to me. Last
Yeah,
night. You're like,
exactly.
okay,
And
I'll
then-
kill myself then.
Yeah, and then your story ends up on a podcast like it is right now.
Mhm.
And that's that.
I'm sending out a text to ask about gay sex because
Yeah,
we
need to know.
dick
Yeah.
to dick, but
Okay.
we need to know their side of the story.
Yeah, that's fine.
Unfortunately, I think this contact is on a helicopter tour.
I saw that.
Bougie.
This contact is going to be on as a guest one day.
Wait,
Absolutely.
I think I know.
Multiple times he will be here.
Yes.
Is it who I'm thinking of?
It
is.
Okay.
Yep. And
I feel like, is there anything else on queefing?
I don't think so. I think I want to move into the farting and anal aspect of things because, listen, I have hooked up with somebody and we were mid-sexual intercourse and they farted and that's
No.
okay.
Was it a man or a woman?
Woman.
Okay.
And that's okay.
It is okay, but, I mean, break down the reaction. What did you do? What did she do?
She got the most surprised look on her face.
Honestly, back up. What position are we in? Did you worry about
I'm
pink
on
eye?
top. No.
Oh, good.
No.
I mean,
My
thank
face
God.
was nowhere near it. My hand was. And I felt the vibration on my whole hand. And that's the only bad thing about it, I think. Like, the entire scene, I honestly felt worse for her than I felt bad for myself.
Oh,
Like,
100%.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, like, if I was reacting to that, like, I wouldn't really care, but putting myself in that situation, I'd be like,
Done.
Yeah.
Mortified.
Yeah, exactly.
But it was noisy.
Yes.
No smell.
No smell, which is...
That's
That's
easy
better.
to
Yes.
tuck and
better.
roll out of.
Yeah.
Because if
Yeah.
you smell, that's my thing. If it's a silent but deadly, and then you're just now fucking in this cloud. And you have to both keep pretending it's not
Yeah.
there.
and you're like, just like, perchance, did you maybe, like,
But I would
Rip
fake it
ass
till
and
I
all
make it.
that.
Yes.
I would fake it till I make it. And you know what?
You would just pretend nothing happened.
Yep.
If it was silent but deadly.
Yep,
Out
and
of
I
your
would-
asshole,
No, out of theirs.
if it comes out of you and you know the smell's gonna...
Oh, I'll
Okay.
say something because, like,
would you only say something if you're comfortable with the person, though?
Yeah. One night stand.
no. Fuck no. I would, again, fake it because I wouldn't be into it. I would fake it, get my things, get in the car. I don't care what time of night it is, and get out.
I was gonna
and
say, that seems to be your whole strategy. You're like, car, block, out.
Oh,
She gets
yes.
to say this because she's married.
Yeah.
People out there who are still fending for themselves, you have to sit in the fart smell.
Okay, but listen,
Maybe I don't get dick again for 5
I was
months.
not married for quite some time, and I did go to college, and that was my secret thing is I don't care what time of the night it is, I'm not spending that. I'm getting up and leaving.
Which is fair.
And
I
I would
do-
walk across
Do know
campus
that about you.
by myself 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning.
We're not saying it's safe, but
That's what I would
was
do.
in your dorm room one
Mhm.
night. I went to bed without you. I woke up with you.
Exactly.
So I know this about you.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
is true.
I don't like to overstay my welcome.
I know, because then it's awkward, I feel like, because then you're like, are you, like, when do you, like, want, or, like, are they just being nice, like, do they want me to leave, you know what
Yeah,
I mean? You kind of
exactly.
have to be like, right,
Yeah, like
or I would
at
just lie
what
and be like, oh, I have to fucking work, yeah.
point-
And he's
yeah.
like, you don't have
I don't have a job,
yeah, but
I gotta work.
Gotta work some shit out.
Yeah, exactly. And if anything were to happen where I would have like a bodily function happening first date, I'll never see that person again.
It's the best date you've ever been on in your life. You're packing up your shit and you're blocking them.
Probably, honestly.
What about,
Wow.
have you guys read those, like, horror stories where people, like, vomit on their date?
Yeah, like
Like,
I couldn't
excuse?
come back from that.
Like, on their first date, they're like, oh, we were on the Ferris wheel and I threw up. Like, how do you bounce back from that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
You
even though
can't-
I mean,
wasn't
like a
your
bucket
fault.
of vomit's a little different than a little gas.
No, I know.
I think if you're gonna projectile vomit onto the person, you're both never coming back from that.
But then there are people who are like, oh my, I'm thinking of one isolated incident, so this would
Clearly.
this would not be. But like, then they're like, oh, like we ended up getting married and laughing about it. If vomit was covering me from head to toe, no fucking way I'm
No.
laughing about it with
No.
that same person that did it. I'd
I
like,
wouldn't be
you're the
laughing.
fucking person. You're the reason. No.
Yeah.
No.
Wow.
I wouldn't be laughing, and I sure shit wouldn't call them for a second date.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, I wouldn't obviously like wouldn't be like mad at like it wasn't their
Yeah,
fault,
like
but I
whatever
would just
happens,
be like,
happens.
But I would be like, now every time we talk, I'm gonna think of this, and
Yeah.
I don't want that.
it's gonna be a
I don't want to
turn-off.
think of you and think. I don't want to see you and think vomit.
I think I just give everybody too many chances.
We know that about you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
She's like, wait,
Yeah.
You wouldn't let him bomb on you again?
We know that about you, and that's fine. I'm a person of, like, I feel like I'm more ruthless than you are.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm a people pleaser.
I'm
I would have been like, thank you for vomiting on me. Could we make it happen again?
Thank you. Let's do it again.
I would have said, with all due respect, I need to go home and get in some clean clothes. Best of luck to you. Hope that you're not ill in the future.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Yeah, and, like, I might laugh it off with you and be friends, but
I'd be friends, but
we're
like,
not doing a second
but I would
date.
probably
So have
bring
you
it
ever
up.
vomited during a blowjob? I understand you're saying gag. Have you puked on a man's dick?
I would cry.
No.
I wouldn't actually, but
No.
I would be like, I'd
That's
be like,
the situation where I'd probably block him. If we were dating for 4 years and that happened, I'd probably block my boyfriend.
you said, unfortunately, this relationship cannot continue.
That's just,
I'm so sorry.
mean, that's rough.
You are dating a guy for 4 years, you choke on a dick and throw up on his dick, and you're blocking him.
Yeah, I hate puking.
Puking
I don't want
is the
people to
worst.
watch me. I don't
Yeah,
want
I
people
feel
to see
that.
it in
I
the
feel
toilet
that.
if I'm there.
Yeah.
It's just one of my bugaboos.
I get that.
He's like, we're engaged to be married. You're like, I don't
It's our
care.
wedding day.
Yeah, goodbye.
I'm calling it off.
Yeah.
Fair.
Fair. Everybody's got their thing.
Yeah. The other thing about farting is the classic, you go to the bathroom, you don't want that UTI, and you don't want to drown yourself in cranberry juice. So you go to the bathroom
Yeah.
like a fucking smart woman.
Like a civilized
Human
woman.
being, yeah.
But there are those air bubbles.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And when you fart on a toilet, it cannot be silent. Physically,
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
a bomb.
Honestly, in that type of situation, I might do a lift.
What?
Off-
Explain this, because I clearly don't know about the lift. I have to turn on the shower, the sink, a hair dryer. I have to.
The
Like,
sink
are you
is a
fucking
good move.
showering? I don't know you. And
Yeah.
you're like, yeah.
Honestly, I might, like, stand up, like, where you're levitating off the toilet and, like, kind
You're
of fart.
levitating. Your feet are off the ground.
Not levitating, I'm sorry.
Just doing a classic
Like,
squat.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
squatting over the toilet. Might put your cheeks to the side, fart, come back so it doesn't echo off the bowl.
Are you squeezing your
How
butt cheeks
loud are your
together?
guys' fucking farts where it's echoing?
It's a toilet bowl.
It's
What are you
every
talking about?
time,
I don't
yeah.
think I've ever had an echo.
I would like to
I don't
point
know.
out
I don't know what to tell
we
you guys,
have a
but it
little
happens.
bit more ass.
True. I have a
than
lot
LD.
more ass.
Could it be an ass thing?
No, I think it's a
That one really
circumference of your
shot to
whole
the
thing.
heart.
I mean, show me your tits. I'll take half, and then I'll leave. You know.
LD
Anyway.
doesn't have tits anymore.
What?
Jesus, I'm just getting fucking.
Yeah. What are we talking about?
Not like you used to.
Well, they also used to be absolute behemoths on my chest, so to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was loud.
So they're
A
still
loud
there.
chest.
They're just more
Dude, you
understated.
still have
They're
huge
quiet.
tits.
Yeah.
I love your tits.
They
To
said,
be fair-
let's be a little bit slutty, but not over the top.
Yeah,
Like the
do
la-
you
like
like
the last
Are you?
girls.
Do you have perfect C's? Because that's what I
Mhm.
want. Yeah. Shoot.
That's the dream.
Yeah, that's the dream.
Mm-mm-mm.
like a high C?
Yeah. When I first started dating my wife, when both of us, like either one of us at her apartment had to go fart or poop or whatever, we would go and turn the fan on and turn the water on. Like, no matter what. One time she lied to me and said that she was throwing up and she was shitting her pants.
I had to do that at soccer camp once in the honey bucket.
Yeah, and
Honey
I like
bucket,
woke
That's so sad.
I
It was
woke up
bad.
one time and I was like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm just like don't feel good and I'm throwing up." Later on, found out she was just shitting her brains and didn't want me
See,
to come
and
in.
this is something I have in my old age changed topics on because I used to want to open the poop door, open the fart door like day one,
no,
and now I'm like,
no,
let's
Wait,
make this special.
I-
Like,
Yeah.
let's pretend.
yeah,
You know,
I
if the dude
still-
goes in the bathroom and rips a fart, and he clearly didn't even try to clench it up, I'm now kind of like, do you want to be with me? Like,
Yeah.
why can't you just
Do you think I'm fucking hot or not?
impress
Yeah.
me a little bit?
yeah. You gotta leave something
You
to
have
the
to.
imagination.
I don't think
Yes.
I
you know
have
what I
farted
mean?
in front of Jared. Like, still.
What?
I don't like. I just
Are you
don't
a
really
gassy
fart.
person,
No,
though?
I'm not though.
Oh,
That's the
see,
thing.
I am.
Like, I wouldn't
That
be
must be
shy
nice.
really about it, but I'm not like. But I will
Has
say,
he done it in front of you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I will say that the first time that he was aware of me taking a shit, he did have to plunge the toilet, so that was really fun.
That's not good.
No, it was. I promise you, it was not like a mammoth or anything. It literally just like we were at a hotel, or we were at a condo in Canada, and then I was like, perchance, do you want to maybe help me out with this? He's like, that's hot. I was like, yeah, thanks.
Wow.
Anyway.
And then he got down on bended knee.
Yeah,
There you go.
to plunge the toilet,
Yeah.
not to propose.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's amazing.
Yeah, but I mean, it could be worse. There are horror stories of people having sex, doing anal, that literally projectile poop everywhere, and that has not happened to any one of us. So
is my
I'll take
worst
it as a
fucking
win.
nightmare.
Yeah.
Shitting on some... No. End it. I'm ending it all.
Yep. I don't
And
care
I'm
if we're
not
married
someone-
for 20 years. I'm
I'm
giving
not
you the
someone-
ring back. Yeah.
I'm not someone who gets easily embarrassed either, but that right there, no. I think I would die from embarrassment.
I just think that's what you're signing up for.
I
I haven't opened the back door yet myself, but in my mind, the second that is getting penetrated, we have signed a verbal contract.
Yeah, that's fair.
That
I mean,
if you play
yeah.
with fire, you might get burned.
Yeah, that's
And
fine.
I'm
That's
sorry,
fair.
if I shit, I wasn't the one getting off. I might have been if you hit it right. But you need to clean it up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hop in the shower, figure it out before I come back.
Do you
You
feel
said
this
I
thing
want this mess to be gone
I just
by
feel
the
like
time I get back.
anal is less for
on
me
you? Yeah.
than it is for
That,
him.
yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
fair.
I can agree with
that's
that.
his issue if we run into a speed bump.
Yeah.
Maybe a stop.
You're like, I
We'll
want to
call
come
it
back to
stop
some
sign.
clean sheets
A yield sign.
when I get back.
Yeah.
They
I
better
wanna
be...
Would you do it
bleach.
again after? Would you ever try it again?
I thought you meant the same night. I was like, what the kind of fucking monster?
No, I'm talking a lifetime after that. Are you ever trying it again?
I feel like
I would.
I wouldn't do anal with somebody unless like they're my person that nothing could embarrass me from.
Okay.
Because to me,
You're
again,
saving that for marriage?
practically.
Yeah.
I just think it's so
So
special to let
romantic
somebody
and
in
sweet.
your asshole. Yeah. It's like a fairy
People
tale.
take
Yeah.
enemas a lot to, like,
Cleanse.
clear
Yeah.
that pathway out.
I would definitely do Miralax.
No, Miralax is like you're asking to shake your pants.
No, you take it 3 days prior.
Right,
There's a
right,
2-day line
yes,
period. I
yeah.
use Miralax just for fun.
She
so-
said, actually, I'm their spokesperson, so
Yeah.
I would know.
We like to play a fun game
Yeah.
of, will it come today? I don't know.
I don't know.
Let's find out.
Yeah.
Let's have a second coffee. Let's really find out.
Oh,
Oh,
there's nothing like that.
there's
There really
nothing like coffee poop.
The last bodily function that I could think of
Yeah.
is starting your period during sex.
As a lesbian, I'd like to touch on this
That
topic.
I would
hasn't
love to
happened
hear
to me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
No.
It is never...
Not during, no.
Not during, but you've been on your period and had sex?
Yeah.
I did
Oh,
that
I
as
thought
a
you meant
straight
gross.
woman.
I thought you
People
meant,
out.
like, it, like...
I did mean that. It happens
Okay.
mid-sex.
Yeah, that has not happened to me, but I have, obviously. On
Yes.
my period.
I did that as a straight woman, and I thought it was weird at the time. I still think it's weird now. I don't know why I find it weird, but I just feel like we could hold off. You know what I mean? Like, for that time period, I
You're
just
saying
feel like...
this as a straight woman or as a gay woman? Because
As
as a
a-
gay woman, I get it.
I'm saying it as both.
Really? I just think it's extra lube. And
You think
can't get
blood is
pregnant.
extra lube?
100. Everybody should see it that way. We're not making a baby tonight, so put everything you have inside of me.
I'm off. I am off your wavelength right now because if I look down and see blood everywhere, no.
Put
Like,
a towel
Well,
down.
yeah, I was just going to say, put a towel down. I mean, not, like, first day. No.
Of course not. The first time
I thought you were
going to
be like, oh, that's my favorite. I was like, oh.
It
But
is
that's
my
what I'm
favorite.
saying.
I'm the
No, I
horniest
meant
in my
first.
cycle.
Well,
I
okay,
meant
that's-
first. I meant first day of, like, my period, not first day of meeting someone.
Oh, like
She's like,
full
of course
blown
not.
heavy flow.
Yeah.
but okay, it is a scientific fact that you are the horniest when you are on your
I get
heaviest.
so
flow.
It's,
Yeah.
horny on
it's
my
really
period.
upsetting.
Yeah.
It's really
Yeah.
genuinely upsetting.
Yep.
Yeah. Funny story that actually has to do with both period blood and farting.
Okay.
I had a guy over one night.
We're so classy.
I knew I was on my period. We had not fucked before,
Okay.
but it felt like that was the night for us.
Yeah.
But it was like tail end of my period. There could be blood. There might not be.
Yeah.
We don't know. I walked away from the movie we were watching in it was a pretty intense scene. So it was weird that I left the couch. I will say that. I go into the kitchen to take a shot to work up the courage to be like, hey, like, I just finished my period. There might be blood, but like, if you're down, I'm down.
Yeah.
While I'm in the
Good for
kitchen,
you.
he stopped the movie and shouted, "Did you just walk away to fart?" Killed the mood.
Who
Why would he?
is
say
this?
that?
This was our last date, to say the least.
Yeah. I would hope so.
I would say,
honestly,
well, you
for
were
your
gonna get laid,
standards.
and that is no longer.
It was
happening,
so upsetting, and I still kind of want to text him that feedback and be like, by the way,
You should.
you really
Just a
fucked
little
up that
FYI
night."
for the future.
If
Maybe
you-
don't accuse someone of
Maybe
drinking
don't
ass in your
ever.
kitchen.
Yeah.
If you could send an anonymous text, that would be the text.
That would be it.
He's like, I've been
Say
married
FYI.
for 4 years. And
Yeah.
you're like, I don't care.
Yeah.
She
Don't
needs
do
to-
it
yeah,
to her.
Don't do
Yeah.
that.
I'm protecting your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you
Wow.
care about her, you will not do this.
That
And that's fair.
I don't even know. I think I would stand there and be like, what? Like,
I would say,
excuse
excuse me, are you talking to me?
yeah.
It was so uncomfortable. I just kept
What did
defending
you
myself,
say?
and I was like, "No, I'm not." But I was too embarrassed to be like, "I'm taking a shot so that you can fuck my bloody vagina."
Yeah.
So
What a
it was
fucking-
just kind of like a standstill.
The fact that I'm just imagining, like, what kind of fucking position you, like, what a shitty position that is to be in. To have to defend yourself. I wasn't, I swear, like,
It was
as if you,
terrible,
like,
and
did,
that's
like,
why
something
we did
bad.
not hang out ever again.
Right.
But yeah, I mean that's all I have for the normalizing bodily functions. I think
We can
roll
all
with it,
agree.
you laugh
Yeah.
it off. If you can't laugh it off, you have to make it hot.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
I know, like, fucking man up and figure it out.
Yeah.
On both sides, to be
Yeah.
honest.
And
like,
I think more of the weight is placed on the person who did not expel
Yeah.
whatever they
Yeah.
expelled.
well, it's
Right.
like, also, like, you just have to learn, like, just don't take it too serious. Like, don't get in your own head about it. Like, if it's,
Yeah.
like, you doing
If
it,
this
Realize
is your-
they wanted to fuck you to begin
Yeah,
with,
exactly.
and they're probably fine if you farted.
Yeah, and if this is your person, they're gonna laugh it off and let things go anyway. And
Yeah.
if they're not, if they are an asshole about it, then
it's a good litmus test.
yeah.
Maybe you try to fart. You don't.
this
I'm
is
not gonna do
but-
that.
this is how you screen people.
Yeah.
You queef,
I'm
you
not
fart.
gonna drink milk before
Yeah.
I fuck a dude.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh God. And that's on this week's segment for DJ.
All right, you're 3 stupidest bitches you've ever met.
Rate, review, subscribe. You don't have to listen. Hit the 5 stars. Don't look back.
Literally put us on mute, and that's all that you need to do. But please, dear God, I want to get out of this.